finishing off London to Land's End. Got a train to Exeter. Day 1 we're gonna roll camp in Dartmoor. Day 2 hopefully the Eden project. I don't know if it's open on a Sunday. That would be very disappointing. I might actually have to camp nearby and go on the Monday if it's not, because that is a bucket list. And then day 3 and 4, not sure how long it will take. We're going to get to Land's End and then cycle back to Penzance to get a train. So yeah, glad to finally be finishing this one. Land's End has been a goal for a while. Let's do it. I was going to start from exactly where I left off last time, a place called Truro, which is about 80k back that way, but looking at the route from there to here, it was just like country lanes, so didn't see the point in doing 80k for no reason. So we'll start in Exeter and get it well into Dartmoor today. Probably going to get through to, I think it's Jamestown in the centre, if I remember correctly, and then see where the nearest camping spot is from there. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Look at that. I think that's an old mine in there. Wow, what a view. You can see the coast over there. One of the many reasons why I wanted to come this way. I saw this view on a Komoot picture and I was like, yep, that's it. Incredible. quite something, eh? So, I just came over the crest of the hill and my thoughts were, I wish I had ice cream and a cold drink. And right in the car park there was a stall selling exactly that. And when I turned my head I saw this. So we're going to go and have a look. Almost at the top. A bike's down there somewhere. Got to go up here and have a look over the crest. Let's do it. Oh wow. I'd say that was worth it. Feels like some cold weather's moving in. It's starting to get quite grey and windy. Look at this. I tell you what, this fog and rain that's moving in isn't half setting up a good mood. I mean, look at this, it's beautiful. This is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping to get from Dartmoor. A mixture of like sun and bleak fog. It's great. Wonder what this used to be. I'm guessing there's old mining stuff all throughout Dartmoor as well. Sorry horses, I'm coming. getting near Princetown. I've been calling it Jonestown up until now. I don't know where I got that name from. It might have been the American Old West. But no, it's Princetown, the big town in the centre of Dartmoor. I mean, the way the weather is, it's fog, overcast, rain. I might see if I can find somewhere to stay in Princetown. Like, I think there's a Premier Inn or something like that. Because, yeah, it's looking a bit gnarly out here in terms of the sleeping situation, so I might just play it safe. More derelict buildings, I guess. Kind of tempted to camp in there. It's getting on 7 o'clock, so got to start looking for camp spots. Thank goodness. I'm bored of the rain and fog now. I swear, if there's nowhere to stay in Princetown, I'm going to be quite stuck. I was not expecting the weather to turn this way, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm very hungry. So even if there's nowhere to stay, at least I can hopefully get something to eat. We'll see. Good morning. So yeah, managed to find a hotel room last night. Thank God, it was the last single room left in Princetown, so I lucked out big time. So I'm reset and ready to go. I thought I'd just come up to HMP Dartmoor. You can't really see much of the prison shut down now, but it's quite an interesting structure to look at. But you can't really see it from here, but I thought it'd be a nice place to start today's video. So today we're going to the Eden project, which is about 60k from here, and I'm going to go through some other interesting places to get there. Antique town of Lostwithiel, I think I'm saying that right. It's got a nice bridge, it's got a spa so I can resupply, and the rest of it's just going to be country lanes, I think, a little bit of gravel maybe. So let's get going. In my infinite wisdom, I forgot to bring any kind of cleaning cloth for my chain. I've got chain lube, but nothing to clean the chain with, so it's absolutely filthy today. I'll have to figure that out. I'll probably pick something up somewhere. Anyway, I'm still in Princetown. Just going to set off now. Alright, we are rolling out of Princetown, heading west. Weather's misty this morning, but it's meant to clean up into sunshine. And it looks like it's meant to be fairly sunny for the rest of the week, so yeah, I think I've hopefully had the worst of it. Morning. It really is beautiful up here. Look at this, almost missed it. I was focusing on the trail. I don't know what lake or river this is. Future Darren will find out. But it's very beautiful. Back to civilization. Just realised I had my gloves on the front of the bike to dry out because I forgot to put them in the drying room last night, and now there's only one there instead of two, so guess I'm buying a new pair of gloves. Oh well. Yeah, we're on a cycleway now, National Cycle Network. I forget which one it is. We're going to follow this for a while. I'm not sure where it ends, to be honest. Come on in. Yeah, this is Cycleway 27. I just saw a sign. We are heading west. Another bridge. This one is huge. It's a bridge that goes downhill. Explain that. Beautiful though. Yeah, this is the first bridge I've ever been on that goes down. What the hell? Morning. First tunnel of the trip. Even a trail. Crossing the River Tamar over this medieval bridge by the look of things. There's a lot of bridges in this part of Cornwall. And speaking of Cornwall, we're now in it. Kerno. Yeah, steep already. Kit Hill is beautiful, but the way I found down that, nah, you've got to lift your bike over like 3 gates, and it's just, no one should have to do that. So I'm going to do an updated version of this route before I put the video out. So if you see a version 1.1 or 1.2 or whatever on Canoe, it'll be the updated one with a much better way down off Kit Hill. I'd say Kit Hill is optional. It's a really nice viewpoint, but I don't know if there's another way down it, so it might be an up and back the way it came again on the updated route, so just be aware. But it is beautiful up there. For now, onwards. We're getting near Lost with Eel, I think. It might be the next big stop. That's where I want to get some food and restock some supplies. So let's have a look. Cornwall is absolutely stunning. It makes you work for it, but damn. I'm loving about Cornwall is every time you go past a farm there's an honesty box with loads of stuff outside it, like eggs and all sorts of things. Unfortunately I didn't bring any cash with me, so I've had to cycle past all of them going please. But it's great. I don't think I've seen this many honesty boxes in all my life. It's like every single country lane you go down there's one. Goes down, must go back up steeply. Alright, hopefully we're close. It has taken me 6 hours to do 74 kilometers. That gives you an idea of just how brutal it is around here. Yeah, Lost with Eel, food, drink, maybe somewhere to stay. Going to see if I can make it to Eden Project tonight, but probably not. Depends if there's somewhere to stay in Lost with Eel or not. I don't know yet, but that's the plan. finally here. I'm going to get a pint and sit right there. Yeah, let's find a pub. I'm going to push on to the Eden project. I just took some time to look at the map and it's only about another 10 kilometers from here. So yeah, gonna do that. Oh! There you go. Yeah, that happens a lot in Cornwall. I recommend slowing down on corners. And my GoPro ran out of battery. And from what I can tell, the youth hostel glamping stuff does not exist anymore. Which is something that was not on my bingo card. Yeah, this is probably where the glamping tents are supposed to be. Well, there's going to be one tent here tonight, right there. I'm quite excited. Quite excited about getting some breakfast first. Slowly making our way down there. This must be what an ant feels like when a golf ball lands next to it. Yeah, getting pretty big now. That was incredible. Sorry I didn't get much footage from the top of the lookout, but my vertigo was kicking in big time. It's all the way up there, you can just about see the staircase. It's like right here. Yeah. So I was going to get a 360 with the GoPro, but my body would not let me. Yeah, this is an incredible place. I recommend making the effort to get here if you haven't already. It's something quite special. If you haven't been, yeah, that rainforest biome is incredible. Now then, the bike wasn't even locked, but I figured it's the Eden project, you're not exactly getting opportunist thieves just walking by, so that worked out. Now, I'm going to try and get to Truro today. It's about, I think about 60-70k, and then I might be able to push for Land's End tomorrow, but knowing Cornwall, probably not. So yeah, we'll see. I'm trying not to be in too much of a rush. I figured I'd finish this thing in 3 to 4 days. It's going to be more like 4, maybe 5. So I'm just trying to relax, and I've got time. I've got the whole of this week off, so I don't know what I'm rushing for. I just can't help myself. Let's go. Alright, just come out of the Eden project. I'm now on the Wheel Martin Trail, which takes me somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, the Eden project is a very inspiring place. I think we need more positive, forward-thinking places like that. The way the world is right now, it can get quite depressing, but so going somewhere like the Eden project that shows that we can have the climate in check, sustainable farming, sustainable growth, and a beautiful planet. I think the message it sends is very good, and more people need to visit to get that feeling. And considering that might be the only time in my life that I get to experience the rainforest, yeah, that was one hell of a bucket list item ticked off. What an incredible place. Look at that, looks like another old quarry, a mining pit. I think this trail dances around quite a few of them in this area. Mist is still coming in. You see it rolling over the top here. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, I'm beginning to think following the coast, bad idea. But this incredible scenery is the side of Cornwall I wanted to see, so no matter how painful it is, I'm just going to deal with it. I don't feel good. I've lost all power in my legs. I feel like I'm about to bonk, even though I've been eating and drinking loads. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how far I am from Truro. I think maybe about 20-30k. But I'm really thinking about stopping in Truro, because I don't feel right. It's just come on all of a sudden. It's weird. I just stuffed my face and I still feel like I'm about to bonk. We'll see. Wow. Yeah. I'm still not feeling any better. The thought of stopping in Truro is getting very enticing. In fact, I think it's likely. It's only about 16 kilometers to Truro. But yeah, I'm eating and drinking more and just nothing's happening. My body's just telling me it's had enough. I think Cornwall wins this time. Alright, let's get to Truro and see. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. I think I saw this and I knew it was time to call it quits, because you see something like this and I just remember wishing that it was Truro train station, and that's how you know that it's time to stop. When even something like this you wish was a train station. So yeah, my body's just not responding to food and drink the way it should. I wonder if it's something like heat exhaustion or something, because it's been brutally hot today. I don't know. I think the only other time I felt like this was at the end of doing the South Downs Way in one hit, where just food and drink was doing nothing and I was just a bit broken. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it. I'm only like 5k away from Truro, so it's not that bad. But I'm looking forward to getting home and having like 3 showers, then ordering the biggest pizza you've ever seen in your life. Alright, let's get to Truro. I was on my way to the station and this has happened as well. It's extremely cold, grey and miserable. So I think even if my body was feeling alright, the weather might have put me off. So I think I'm being told to call it quits.